That really speaks to a kind of patronizing view of autism and the idea that we shouldn't be the people telling our own stories.
Number 10. Ben Platt, Dear Evan Hansen. This coming-of-age drama follows the titular character navigating issues at school. So, who did the producers cast to play said teenager? That would be someone pushing 30.
Sorry, it's Evan. It's Evan. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because you said Evan and then I said it. You know, I just repeated it, which is, that's just really annoying when people do that, so.
Now sure, we've seen plenty of older performers portray teenagers before. While audiences can usually suspend their disbelief, an actor should at least look the part. Ben Platt really didn't. Although he originated the role on stage and even won a Tony for his performance, 27-year-old Platt had clearly aged out.
Obviously, under normal circumstances, I would kind of be done playing a high schooler, but this was a very specific project, and I really wanted to sort of immortalize the performance.
It didn't help matters that his father, Mark Platt, was one of the film's producers. Platt experienced significant backlash, both for his unconvincing attempts to look younger and for shooting down calls for nepotism. The pushback was too big to ignore, though, as the film majorly bombed on critical and commercial fronts.
There's nothing I can say, except sometimes you see everything you wanted, and sometimes you see everything you wish you had.
Number 9. Jared Leto, Suicide Squad.
Oh, there she is. The fire in my loins. The itch in my crotch.
The biggest buzz surrounding Suicide Squad was what was happening behind the scenes. Jared Leto infamously went full method, reportedly sending cast members inappropriate gifts he claimed were in character for the Joker.
Who did you send used condoms to?
Oh, everybody. Maybe they didn't want to tell you, but no, I mean, I did a lot of things to create a dynamic.
If things like used contraceptives and live rats weren't weird enough, Leto would only interact with cast members as the Clown Prince of Crime. It may have had a big payoff had the performance backed it up. It didn't. Audience reception to DCEU's Joker was tepid at best, with Leto criticized for his overly campy portrayal.
Honka honka!
It ended up making his off-screen antics appear in bad taste, particularly after some cast members voiced their displeasure.
It just wasn't right. If you're gonna have that kind of party, at least invite the crook. You know what I mean? Don't send me your dirty leftovers. That just isn't right.
Leto ultimately retracted some of his wilder claims, although the damage had been irreparably done by then. Number 8. James Corden, The Prom. It's safe to say that James Corden is not among the internet's most beloved celebrities. If there weren't enough already, Corden handed his critics another reason to dislike him with The Prom.
I stammer, I sob. I make the audiences feel my pain, and if they don't leave depressed, then I've not done my job.
The actor, who is heterosexual in real life, faced disapproval for playing a gay character with just about every stereotype you can think of. With his character lacking much depth, and Corden failing to be likable in the role, his performance was largely deemed offensive.
And Twitter was in full meltdown mode. Some took to Twitter in pure shock, wondering how someone who, quote, pushed the gay rights movement back by a few decades got nominated for a Golden Globe.
Garnering a Golden Globe nomination only brought further ire from audiences, as Corden found his name in the news for all the wrong reasons. Heterosexual actors playing LGBTQIA+ roles was already a contentious topic of discussion. Corden's performance did more harm than good.
I was terrified. And I needed one thing from them, and they couldn't give it to me, so don't you?
Number 7. Rooney Mara, Pan. Hollywood still had a habit of whitewashing its cast during the mid-2010s. Rooney Mara's role as Tiger Lily became one of the more high-profile examples.
It's our tradition to grant you the chance to win your freedom before we kill you and your friends.
Kill? What do you mean, kill?
You're our sworn enemy, you're pirate.
Disney's animated Peter Pan was already notorious for its portrayal of Native Americans. Mara as Tiger Lily reopened the discussion, hurting the film's reputation before its release. Despite repeated calls and fan petitions to recast, Warner Brothers went ahead with Mara to play the part.
You know, he's a fantastic director. I really wanted to work with him. I'm such a fan of his work, and I think he really did something different and special with this.
Although Pan's disastrous run at the box office was down to numerous reasons, the casting controversy was also a leading factor. Mara has since voiced regret at portraying Tiger Lily, agreeing with fan sentiment for more diverse casts and accurate representation.
She was a warrior. A great warrior. Her sacrifice still inspires us.
Did you know her?
She trained me.
Number 6. M. Night Shyamalan, Lady in the Water. After major praise early in his career, Shyamalan's critical reception took a hit with 2004's The Village.
What is your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. You have kindness in your voice. I did not expect that.
However, it was Lady in the Water that truly began a career downturn that lasted for a decade. Casting himself as a world-saving visionary writer doesn't exactly scream modesty. As expected, Shyamalan faced the brunt of the film's critical lashing. The role could have been saved if a professional actor played him. Alas, Shyamalan's less than stellar skills in front of the camera are too jarring to ignore.
Everything became clearer. The fears that were muddling my thoughts just went away. I can hear myself.
With the director taking many liberties to stick with the film's bizarre storyline, Shyamalan was accused of making Lady in the Water purely as a form of self-indulgence. And, to be fair, it's hard to see it any other way.
It's a really important role for me. I kind of play, and I don't want to give it away, but an important link and an important part of the chain, and very important to your character, too. And it was really kind of a beautiful thing for me.
Number 5. Johnny Depp, The Lone Ranger. Fans have seen Johnny Depp embody wildly distinct characters over the years. One role that remains hard to believe is Depp as the Lone Ranger's sidekick, Tonto.
In the great beyond, he will protect you. And the ones you love.
The actor immediately stood out upon the film's announcement, garnering criticism for accepting a role that should have been reserved for a Native American performer. Depp's attempts to counter the bad press backfired spectacularly. Claiming he might have a native great-grandmother didn't exactly change people's opinions, leading to further accusations of whitewashing.
I really wanted Tonto to be, well, to represent them, you know, with dignity.
Apart from praise for its visual effects and costume design, it's no surprise the film's performance suffered as well. The Lone Ranger was a massive bomb all around, winning a Golden Raspberry Award to go with Depp's nomination for Worst Actor.
Perhaps they didn't see us. Oh no, they will be back any minute now.
Number 4. Maddie Ziegler, Music. Directed by Sia and starring Kate Hudson, Music shows the latter's character caring for her autistic sister played by Maddie Ziegler. Slammed from the first trailer's release, the movie was destined to fail. In addition to its inaccurate and at times hurtful depiction of autism, Ziegler's performance didn't do the film any favors.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Ew, music, get up.
Although director Sia took full responsibility with an apology, Ziegler was still called out for the problematic title role. Audiences and critics found the actress's performance detrimental to how people with autism are portrayed in the media.
That really speaks to a kind of patronizing view of autism and the idea that we shouldn't be the people telling our own stories.
It goes to show that even the best intentions can end up as more tone-deaf than anything else. Number 3. Emma Stone, Aloha. With slam dunk successes shooting her into the A-list, it seemed like fans couldn't get enough of Emma Stone. Turns out, they could, as the backlash surrounding her part in Aloha proved.
I believe in our land and our myths and our traditions. And more than anything, I believe in the sky.
Set in Hawaii, the romantic comedy sees Bradley Cooper's character negotiating with natives. How does Emma Stone factor into this, you ask? That's because she's supposed to be Hawaiian herself. If that wasn't enough, director Cameron Crowe decided to throw in some Chinese ancestry to Stone's character for good measure.
It's ing. Oh. It's like ring, but without the R or the I. It's just ing. It's short.
Short's good.
The actress found herself in hot water for defending the film, claiming her character wasn't supposed to resemble her ethnic background.
Native Hawaiians say the title is disrespectful, while an Asian American watchdog group questions why Asian actors were not given any substantial roles.
Stone eventually expressed regret for the role, although that didn't save Aloha from critical and commercial failure. Number 2. Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell. If you want your Japanese manga-based movie to be authentic, you probably shouldn't place a white actor in the lead, even if it is a megastar like Scarlett Johansson.
Fans may have been a little skeptical with the casting, but after seeing this, man, I have no doubt. You
oh
are
gosh,
so good.
I don't know. I'm skeptical of the casting myself.
As a proven box office draw and at the peak of her MCU success, roping in Johansson sounded smart on paper. However, the actress's casting incited accusations of westernizing a beloved work of East Asian media. Although producers defended Johansson from the ensuing public uproar, audiences weren't impressed.
Hollywood stands accused of being stuck in the past for still letting white actors take on East Asian roles.
Years later, if Ghost in the Shell taught us anything, it's how not to make an $110 million budget film. Not long after, Johansson landed in trouble again, this time for accepting the role of a trans character in the ultimately unreleased film, Rub and Tug.
People were like, hey, come on, what about trans actors? Can they get a shot at this? And she had a statement at the time which wasn't great. She was like, oh, why don't you go talk to other people's agents who've done it before me? It was like a very dismissive thing, and she apologized after.
Number 1. Mickey Rooney, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Even half a century since its release, Breakfast at Tiffany's has arguably the most egregious case of racist casting. The film is a permanent blot in Mickey Rooney's otherwise celebrated filmography.
Oh, darling, I am sorry, but I lost my key.
But that was 2 weeks ago. You cannot go on or keep ringing my bell. You disturb me.
His character, Mr. Yunioshi, is little more than a caricature, existing exclusively to portray stereotypes for cheap laughs. Even in the 60s, Mr. Yunioshi's racist depiction couldn't be ignored.
You promised not to be angry. I might let you take those pictures we mentioned.
When?
Sometime.
Anytime.
As fan reception continued to deteriorate, director Blake Edwards admitted he should never have cast Rooney in the film. Meanwhile, Rooney himself expressed disappointment at the negative fallout, insisting he didn't mean to offend anyone.
Look around for narcotic. They got crazy narcotic in that.
No matter what the actor had in mind, it's a reminder of classic Hollywood's harmful tendency to use Asian characters as a punchline to a joke. Do we miss any other controversial castings? Let us know in the comments.
Tilda Swinton had to defend her casting as the Ancient One in Doctor Strange, a role that's shown as a male Tibetan monk in Marvel Comics.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.